Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? La la la. Alright, hello. Yes, I do have 1 million viewers, and I also have 350 subscribers for some stupid ass reason. That was a long time ago. So this track is actually really difficult. Oh, that first corner is so tough, man. So difficult. I also don't know my brake balance. Oh no, that video is like 10 years old or something. It's very old, and it's not like all these accounts are probably unused by now. Well, that was fairly decent. I'm so gonna screw up in this race though. I can talk and focus at the same time. The problem with... Oh, okay, yeah, the race is starting. The problem with this race is that this is a very technical race. A very technical track. Look, I'm so far down, holy shit. What? Those guys have 1 minute 45? That's what the top 10 is doing. So yeah, this track is really difficult, and these cars are super high powered. So I can't just slam on the throttle whenever I want, because then it'll start oversteering, start slipping and sliding. And there's also tire degradation, tire wear. So it means that the longer I drive, the less grip I'm gonna have, and I also don't know how that's gonna be. So it's gonna be a challenge for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna do good in this race. Probably not, to be honest. Okay, so my theoretical best would have put me in 8th. That's not good. I'm pretty bad at these kinds of tracks. These kinds of tracks, like when there are tracks when there's just like tight corners and there's only like one line through them. But here you have to like sort of guess your angle, your braking point, how much you're braking. No, I don't have to change them every time. Okay, so that's good. One person left already. I'm starting the mediums. So I don't have to change the tires every time, but I do have to probably have to change the tires like somewhere. But I'm guessing it's only going to be the one time. I don't know the tactics. I don't know. The one I did yesterday. Yesterday I didn't have to change tires at all. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Oh, I apologize in advance. I also don't know if there's fuel tactics going on. I'm guessing there is. 10 left. Shit balls. Thank you. Oh, and I gotta get a horrible starting position as well. Oh no, this isn't so bad. Here we go. Carnage. At this point, I'm just gonna... My tactics is to just wait until other people push people off and then profit of that. Like that, like they're bouncing right now. No, no, oh no, I'm gonna get the penalty for that, am I? Aren't I? Oh, well, I guess I didn't get a penalty. So that's profit. Sort of. I did lose a lot of time. These guys behind me look very, very racy. Well, there's nothing I could do to avoid that, in all honesty. It was, ah, come on, dude! Well, there you go. The guy didn't respect my line, pushed me off, and I lost, like, what, 4 positions? This shit's so stupid. People don't know how to race. And then the dirty air. And this is... Well, there you go. I'm practically last. Just because one guy decided to push me off. Oh my god, this is so fucked. This is the guy that pushed me off. And I fucked up again. Great. I didn't race. Well, yesterday's race was a track that I liked a lot. And it was in a car. You didn't watch me race yesterday, did you? No, you can't have. I didn't stream yesterday. But it was basically, it was in a car that was very grippy. Lots of downforce and very forgiving as well. And these cars, they're just so sensitive. So whenever you make a mistake, you get punished a whole lot more. You see, this is what I mean. I went on the throttle a little bit too early. And then the rear tires just start sliding. Yeah, so those races were also same story. Cars with lots of downforce, and they're very forgiving. And like I am really good with cars that just grip. I can throw them around quite precisely, but these cars, they don't just grip, they have relatively very little grip Ah, fuck, okay, so... I'm so bad. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, in 2 minutes, and they're doing 150s and 10 seconds slower. It's crazy. Someone crashed, and I outbraked myself. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a very fun race to watch, in all honesty. I lost 2 seconds this lap. To the second slowest car. I should have had more practice on the medium tires. See, that turn especially, I cannot figure that turn out for the life of me. It's just so precisely, but if you do a little bit too little, you lose a lot of time. If you do it a little bit too much, you just wipe out. So it's very, very risky, very... Gee, thanks for that pep talk. Bitch. Come on. Okay, that was pretty good. I need to stop changing gears when I'm braking and turning. You see, this shit wouldn't have happened in the other car. Like, I dipped my wheel just one bit in the grass, and right away I'm backwards. And now I have dirty tires. God damn. My tire's also going. I'm gonna change my tires on lap 6. Well, that's the funny part. This is the most stable car of this group. Like all the other cars, they're a lot twitchier, a lot worse. So that was bad. So again, like cars that are very grippy, very stable, the one with the big wings and the open wheels usually are the cars that I do really well with. But cars like these, depending on the track, So this track is basically my bane. This track is so bad for me because it's all so super technical, and I don't have a wheel. I only have a controller. So I have a tiny ass joystick where other people have very precise wheels that they can use, just like a regular race car. That's so much more easier to control. So there we go. That green stuff is super slippery. So if I would have given any throttle, no, but you know the thing is, if I would have driven those formula cars, the super formula cars that I drove in, that you saw me on, it would have been a lot better. I'm so good with those cars, just not this combination. This combination is very difficult. No, tires are free. Let's just say this isn't a practice run for me, okay? This is not for real. Oh man, I don't know why this track is okay. So this turn is difficult because you basically have to throw it in full speed, and then you have to brake while turning. But if you brake while turning, your car starts slipping. Here, these turns, this is pretty fun. They're pretty satisfying if you get them right. It's a lot of throttle balancing. This corner, I somehow can never get it right. There is no car modding, so I can never get this corner right. This corner also is very difficult because if you go too slow, you lose a lot of time. If you go too fast, you're in the gravel like I am now. No, that's not how it works. Every car is the same, or you just have different models with different characteristics. Right, so the cars, especially in the you can tune them, but only in online lobbies. And these cars, oh fuck, how? See, I can't do anything right now. No, that's the thing. This car is not like Gran Turismo or anything. This game is like you buy it and the rest is free. All the updates, all the cars, you can buy them with money, but you can also buy them with in-game credits. And besides like the super expensive one, like the cars that are used in this game mode, they're like 1 million, and you can earn that in a couple days if you want to. Okay, so I know that fuel is not an issue. No, it's not because I'm talking with you. It's because that guy knocked me out in the beginning of the race, and that like really ruined my race. And also, this is my first attempt at this race, and I only have 5 minutes of practice. So usually what I do is I practice a little bit, I try to race, then I watch a track guide on YouTube from someone who knows their shit, check where they're braking, what their gears are mostly, and what kind of tips and tricks they have for me. So that braking point, I still have to figure it out. That's the reason why I go off every time, is because I still haven't figured out that braking point. Yes, it's Carlos Turismo _. He's in 15th now. So this corner, it's really weird because it's like just a little too sharp to go full throttle. So you have to sort of like wait to go on the throttle, but I don't know when to go on the throttle. on that turn as well, like there's a straight braking zone, but at the end it sort of dips to the right, so you cannot just stick to the side of the road when you brake. Okay, so I'm gonna talk you through the track. So this turn, really complicated. Full throttle, let go, throttle, brake, 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 but not too hard, because if you brake too hard, you're gonna spin. So you're gonna have to half brake here, let go, downshift, throttle, feather the throttle, brake a little bit. That's too much. And here you sort of have to like hook it in and then go full out. Also really difficult turn. So this is a really difficult turn. Brake early this time. No, better, but I went on the throttle too soon. These are all mistakes. If you join me on Sunday again, it's the last day of the week for this race, and I've had some practice in this race, I won't be making these stupid mistakes anymore. It's all about practice, all about knowing this car and this track, the combination. So here, brake at the tarmac, slowly let go of the throttle, brake, 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 and accelerate out. Was that too early? That was perfect. That was good. Yeah, so every Monday the track changes. So, or the 3 races changes. So this is the weekly races, they're called. Yeah, so last week there was a race with LMP cars, which are super fast, super grippy, they have hybrid power, they're great. And it was on a track that I absolutely love. Now I have to now I have to keep my promise that I'll do better. Shit. Okay. No, but I'll do better this Sunday. Like last week's races, I won quite a lot of the races, because it's just what I'm really good at, and surprisingly better than most of the people I race against. But this car, clearly I am a lot worse than most people. Okay, so that was good. You can see in the left side the gap between number 14. Every time I have a good turn, it goes up. So now it's 33 seconds. I shouldn't have watched. .32 seconds. So that was better than the guy I'm sort of chasing. Never gonna catch up with him because he is like a half a lap ahead. But I am faster than he is now. So things I need to keep in mind is that accelerating can only be done full throttle if you're going in a straight line. Braking, see, that lap I was 2 seconds than my other fastest lap. What the fuck? Braking can only be done full in a straight line if you do any turning. I can do this race unlimitedly. As long as the race is up, it starts every half hour for the rest of the week, and it just fills the lobbies with people that are somewhat close to me in driver rating and sportsmanship rating. Now I'm on the dirty part of the track, less grip. So yeah, so the daily races, you have race A, race B, and race C. They're weekly races now. They're still called daily races, but technically they're weekly. Too wide. I don't think I'm even gonna make it to the finish line, lol. 10 seconds left. I'm gonna make it through the next turn and then that's it. And over. That was horrible. Yeah, so it's yeah, it's a weird combination. I need more practice for sure. And I also need people to not drive me off. I'm gonna hate on this guy. Dude. So I did a 149.9, so I'm fast on this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, and this guy. So I could have technically could have been in the gone with the top 3. Is Carlos still here? Carlos is still here. Well, it's 18:30. I'm gonna go to the gym at 20:45, so I can do one more race, and then I'm gonna eat. Ugh. So let's get some more practice in. Try this again. But see my problem in this game is that I am fast, but I make a lot of mistakes. So wee wah woo. When I do a time trial, when I set a qualifying time, I sometimes get a really good lap in, but more often than not I don't. But in a race I have to be consistently clean, and that's just so difficult, especially with other people driving around. I had a really nice race yesterday with a guy who was trying to beat me, but he was being respectful. He was faster than I am, but I was defending just enough to keep him behind me, and that was really a lot of fun. I actually have a replay, so I can also just stream the replay for you. The replays on this game, what the fuck? The replays on this game are beautiful. Like they put so much effort into the camera angles to look realistic. So that's two, you know. If you look at all the fastest people, they take that turn in the first gear so easily. But the reason why it's so much easier for them than for me is because they actually have physical pedals, which makes it a lot easier to control the throttle. I have a trigger on my controller. Yeah, so if you see in the top, it says the entry period is now in progress. Matching will start in 2.5 minutes. So when I have 2.5 minutes to practice, to put in a qualifying lap, and after that, it's gonna find people to put me up against, and then I'm gonna be racing. That was bad. All right, try that again. So if I go full throttle in first gear, almost always if I do any turning, I'm I'm wiped out. Unless I'm absolutely straight, pointed forward, and not turning at all, I'm in trouble when I use first gear. Other people can use it a lot safer. You can talk to me. I mean, if I'm in a heat of battle, I'm gonna ignore you. But you could talk to me. I'm not gonna win this race. That's I can guarantee you I'm not gonna win. That's your choice. If you don't talk to me, then you're only gonna hear me go, "What the fuck? What the fuck's this guy doing? What's going on? Is he blind? What a moron." This might actually be a really good lap. Bam! 0.3 of a second faster than my previous record. That's good. That means I start further to the front. Alright, here comes the race. And I am in 5th. Oh, that's dangerous. That is dangerous. If I'm in 5th, that means that a lot of people are going to be behind me, which means that a lot of people can push me off in the first turn. But I am going to start on the soft tires now. This race has an obligation that you have to have used the medium tires. Yeah, I'm the only Dutch person. Haha. You have to start on the medium tires, and what the fuck? That guy's S-rated, and he's in 8th? Oh, he's definitely gonna come past me. What the hell? Man, I wish I was rich. I would have bought a wheel. Logitech G29. Would have shown all these people what's up. Alright. So these are all my enemies. No, it's different people every time. So if it's the same people, it's possible, but that's just a coincidence. That's a penalty. Okay, so warm up. Surprisingly moist. Lol. This is also fun in higher rated lobbies. The people in the beginning, they all recognize each other because they hang around the same level. Like I had my driver rating reset 3 times. It means that I'm playing against people who are considerably worse than me. And they're just assholes basically. But these people, they're all really nice. Oh, and I'm in a full A rated lobby for the first time. Oh fuck, I'm screwed. What's my... Oh wait, it's 10th? Wait, does it say 10th? I think it's the 10th. Your heartbeat. You're not even doing anything. I'll show you a race after this race that was really fucking intense from yesterday. That was so much fun. Like I had like the highest heart rate. It was, my heart was up in my throat. That was horrible. And I screwed up. No. I was trying to be safe, but by being safe, I fucked myself over. Is that a penalty? I think that's a penalty. It's not a penalty. Oh, it's a penalty. There we go. Too much sliding. Penalty served. That guy has a lot more penalty than I do. Gets my position back. That guy just lost us a lot of time. Gotta keep him out of the slipstream so I can profit a little bit more from it. There you go. With cars like these, you also have to keep in mind that turning, braking, shifting gears, it all unbalances the car. So what that does is it makes it less stable, less controllable, and more unpredictable. And so you wanna time when you like. Sometimes logically, it makes more sense that if you accelerate and you brake, that it gives you a lot more speed. But simply by unbalancing the car, you can create such a high risk of crashing. So in those twisty turns in the beginning after the first corner, I hope that was not a penalty. It was not a penalty. Yay. So in the first corner, sometimes it's just better to just let go of the throttle. And in this turn as well, like there are so many ways where you could approach, how you could approach that turn. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. Don't do it, dude. The guy behind me, he wanted to like poke his nose in a place in between me and my turn where there was no place to do so. So that could have cost me my race. No, you motherfucker! Those kinds of moves, like I was already turning and he just full on T-boned me. Okay, well those are some free positions. That's nice. Did you get a penalty? No. That guy fucked himself over. This guy behind me, this DPR Leo, he's a cunt. He is so impatient. So impatient. So I'm gonna have to drive defensively because I don't want to reward his impatience with a position. But if you look at if you look to the right of the mini map, the radar basically, you can see the throttle I'm using, and then if you look to the left of that, you can see the brakes I'm using. You can see basically how much juggle. No. How much I'm juggling those. Every time that I'm making the turn. No. Now I'm gonna get a penalty for that. Oh my god. And I'm gonna get a penalty for that. Alright. I mean, that guy could have like easily waited a couple of seconds because I'm already slowed down completely here. I don't know what his fucking problem was. Why did he have to bang doors with me? But talking is the same thing as just thinking when I'm racing. I think a lot when I race. Always trying to see where I'm losing time, what other people are doing, constantly looking in the mirrors. For example, here I just went on the full throttle a little bit too much. That guy fucked himself over behind me. I'll have to come in for new tires after this lap, I think. I'm gonna see what the top people are gonna do. Yeah, they're coming in. For their mediums. Turn those hazard lights off. Okay, so this is also dangerous because now I'm in the slipstream. It means I'm going faster than I would normally go. So if I would have taken the turn the same way, I would have died. I wouldn't have been able to make that corner. Okay, that, oof. Alright, so mediums. Now I have cold tires, also something I need to be careful of, meaning they don't grip as much. So I have more understeer when I brake, when I turn. But luckily these corners are really good for heating up the tires. So by now the temperature should be fine. There you go. But because I now have medium tires, this means that I have less grip than the softs as well. So I also have to adjust my driving to that. Also, what's annoying is that if you brake and turn, you don't turn as much as if you don't brake. So it's also really difficult to judge when you should stop braking and turning and carry a little bit more speed, or if you need to just brake hard. Oh, that guy survived. Good for him. But he does give me slipstream now. That's good for me. He's trying to break the slipstream. Oops. I'm gonna get a penalty for that. Or not. I didn't get a penalty for that. What? I completely slammed it to the side of him, but that was also only because he outbroke himself. This guy is looking dangerous behind me. No, I got distracted. Oh. But he got screwed over by my mistake, so in the end, I win. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Now they're fighting. They have a three-way battle behind me, so that's good for me. That means that they're not in my slipstream anymore, and they're going to be slower because they're going to be trying to overtake each other all the time. That was a good turn, but they're still faster than me. Like, they're still catching up with me. They're in my slipstream now, actually, so that's not good. Not good at all. But my exit was better. No. Saved it. Oh. I nearly went. If I would have touched that green stuff, I would have been dead. See, that's what I mean with I'm fast, but I make so many sloppy mistakes. I don't know what that guy behind me just did. He just completely lifted or lost traction or whatever. But he just disappeared from my mirror. That's an ass. So anyway, the people in front of me are more than 5 seconds ahead of me, so basically I'm going to be finishing in 11th. Or 12th if the guy behind me catches up. Or worse, if I make a mistake, which would be very characteristic of me, in all honesty. But after this race, I'll show you the race that I did yesterday. That was one of my best races ever, which gave me such a massive heart rate. Oh yeah, this Italian guy behind me is gonna catch me. Fuck. So all I can do is defend. My brake balance should be towards the rear. The one thing I have for me in this situation is that he has dirty air. So basically my car creates all sorts of turbulence behind my car that makes it harder for him to turn, to brake, to do anything. So that was bad. That was bad. Yeah, I'm gonna finish in 12th. I'm not gonna be able to keep this guy behind me. Oh my god. No, he had a better exit again. How does he do it? I don't know how he does it. This guy, I think no, he's still a little too far away. Unless I massively cocked this up, which I think I just did. Yeah, and I broke myself. I fucked up. Ah well. Ah well, this is already a lot better than last race. In front of 5 other people, so progress. So basically this turn, what I'm trying to figure out is it better to go full in, create an angle, then hit the brakes hard and then turn in? Or is it better to sort of slowly go in, half brake, half throttle, and sort of balance my way through it? I honestly don't know which one is the better option. And that's, you know, before, when I was younger, before I did track riding on the motorcycle, I thought racing would have been like the easiest job in the world because, you know, you just turn and you hit the gas, right? It's the machine that does all the work for you, but it's not. That's not the case. It is so complicated to get it right. And basically, if you want to get it right, you have to be on the limit. No, 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 no. No, dude! Oh, and I don't get reset either. Oh, guess what? I'm gonna be second to last. All because that guy couldn't wait. He had to push inside me. Oh, fuck. I hate it when people do that. hate it when people do that. At least he got a 4-second penalty for it, but what the fuck, man? I told you. What? Huh? Oh, look at that. People forgot to change the tires to use the medium, so I'm 14th. Yes! Oh, totally deserved that one. Oh, that's so stupid. So basically, if you don't use the medium tires during the entire race, you get a 1-minute penalty. Look at that. These guys, they would have been like 1 minute ahead. Oh, that guy would have been 3 seconds. That guy would have been third. The guy in third became 15th. The guy would have been 6th, became 16th. Oh, and look at that. My projected position was 20th, so my driver rating is also going up at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna show you a race that I did now. So it's my I'm still AS noise. I'm gonna show you a race that I did yesterday, and I'll give you a little bit of a context. Okay, so if you look at the daily races, this one here, it says tire wear during. No, wait, where is it? Race details here. Where does it say? Tire requirement, mediums. But minimum required pit stop, none. So technically you could just use one set of medium tires and don't stop in the pit stop. That's slow because the pit doesn't take that much time. Oh, that's possible. The pit stop doesn't take that much time, so you do want to use the pit stop. But people, they tend to think that you can go from soft to soft. But if you do that, you don't meet the requirement of using the medium ones, and you get a 1-minute penalty. So that's great. Anyway, so for last week's race, there's basically one car that was the best. That was this one, the TS50 Hybrid 2016. And the reason why it was the best is because it uses a hybrid electrical system that charges when you brake and then uses that energy for an acceleration boost. But this is the only one that has some charge consistently throughout the race. It doesn't run out. Some people were doing okay with this one, so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to try this one. So I did one race with that car. It's completely different. The gearing is different, the grip is different, the braking is different, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try it. So, and this is the result. Where's my mic button? So it just needs to load. I could, by the way, check what the delay is because my phone is just using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seconds delay. So, the guy that I raced is the guy in number 7, Adam Weller. So that's me. Pretty sick livery, if you ask me. This is the replay of the race I did yesterday. So it's the one that I'm not playing right now. It just goes automatically. So I'll fast forward it. So this is, you see this car has a massive wing. It's all aerodynamically built. It's great. first turn in this game is always mayhem. So the number 2 and 3, they knock each other off. Number 4 pushes me wide, so he gets first place. Alright, fine. I tried to dive inside, didn't work. But most importantly, I managed to keep the guys behind me. And the guy in front, he was good, but he made quite a couple of mistakes. He's like me. He's not consistent enough, even with stable cars like these. Here I nudged him a little bit, could have gotten a penalty, didn't get one, also saved my race. So that's good. I really like this race. A lot more than this week's race. So here he makes a mistake. I try to profit. Here, I'll explain. I try to profit. So what I do now is I try to go around the outside, meaning I can carry more speed and possibly get ahead. So here I'm on the inside, he backs off, but then look at this. He just shoots past me, and that's all that hybrid system. So that sucked. But now in number 3 you see Adam Weller, and Adam Weller is the guy who basically he forced me to not make a single mistake during the race after, because here he's next to me, so I have to take a tighter turn. Look, oh, he hops up. I don't know what that was, but that was funny. And yeah, so that's corner is pretty difficult because it's slow speed and these cars don't have that much grip on slow speeds. It's a really nice turn. Some guy pushes Adam Weller wide. I mess up, but because those two were fighting, I didn't lose my position, so that's nice. I block him off. So just for your perspective, this is how close it was. He was right next to me. I couldn't go to the outside, so I had to give in some speed, but it worked out. It was good. So here I'm actually quite a bit behind the number 1, and at this point I thought, all right, I'm gonna have to fight for second. I have to defend these guys who are clearly in the faster car than I am. But because these cars are so reliant on downforce, that means that they create a lot of dirty air behind the cars. And that takes away the performance of the car behind you. So defending is actually pretty easy and attacking is really difficult. But now the guy number 1 made some mistakes. I'm still too far behind him, so I can't do anything. So I'm gonna fast forward because not a lot is happening here. I think he makes a mistake here. I have a better exit. Then he launches again with that hybrid system. The car behind me also has that hybrid system, that good hybrid system, so he just creeps up on me easily, looks on the inside, doesn't go for it. But here you can see, well, I'm still a lot further behind. So this guy, he's actually like under my rear wing hole. He's like up on my buttocks. Tries a different line he actually bumps me at a better exit. I screw up there, so I go a little too wide. because the hybrid system boost, it sort of removes all possibility of turning. You just go in straight line, so if you do it too fast coming out of corner, you basically shoot off the edge of the track. There he tried to go on the inside, I block it off. And I was thinking, like, that guy in front of me, why is he running away? Because I'm so busy with the guy behind me. How am I not like losing track of him? But me and Adam were keeping up. Here he looks on the inside. Most people would have kept it there, but he kept it clean, which I really appreciate. That guy was really nice to race. So just so you can see, this is how close it was. He could have gone like full throttle, pushed me wide. He didn't. So thank you to Adam. So now, with Adam having a little bit more breathing space behind me, you can see I'm catching up with this guy in front of me quite quickly. I don't know why, because again, he has the faster car. But, and like, he's about the same level as I am, but I guess he was just getting nervous or something. I've raced this guy quite a couple of times, and he just, so look at this, look at this, look at this. I'm right up on his tail wing now, and I don't wait to make a move. So I outbrake him. He bumps me because I blocked off the apex. So I had a worse exit, but because I blocked off the apex, so-called park the bus, as they say it, he couldn't go past me. The only way he could have gone is around me, and he would have lost a lot of speed. I get nervous, so I start making stupid mistakes. I go over the grass way more than I should have. And this guy, like, he wants to get that position back. Well, he wants to get it back. So I'm like, focus, 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 David. Come on, focus. Don't make any stupid mistakes. And I go, this is really nice. This turn, like, my wheels are glued to the inside. And here I was just ahead enough to not get pummeled by their hybrid system. I was so happy with that. So at this point I knew, alright, I got this. So now I'm gonna flip back to this guy, because he's, spoiler alert, he's not gonna get any closer to me. But Adam, as you call it, the gentleman driver, he smells blood. So he's like right up under his tail wing as well. I don't know why these guys fly into these corners so wide all the time. It doesn't give them any benefits. But here you see Adam and, like, you know what? I'm gonna do the exact same thing as Davey did. And then Lewis, he went wide, so Lewis actually helped Adam. And Lewis gets a penalty. So now I'm gonna fast forward a bit, because my lead is basically gonna evaporate quite quickly. And now he's about half a second behind me. And this is where I see him come up to me so fast. So in my head I'm thinking, like, should I let him pass and just accept second, or should I defend? And I was like, well, you know, we're already over halfway of the race, so I'm just gonna see how long I can hold on, because I'm doing most of the things right. Like, I'm not making too many mistakes. I'm not. Oh, I think he made a mistake here. So he goes out, he loses grip, he goes too wide here, yes. So gives me a little bit more extra breathing space. That is an example of what happens because of that loss of downforce. So he took the turn as he would if he would have had no car in front of him. But because I was in front of him, he couldn't turn as easily, so he went wide. So you got when you're racing these cars, you got to adapt to those situations. You know, your braking points are differently, your turning speed is differently, basically your racing lines are different as well. But anyway, so this guy, he keeps coming closer and keeps coming closer, and at this point my heart is throbbing. It's in my throat, like I'm so fucking nervous. And he's like right on top of me all the time. Like he doesn't let go. As he shouldn't, because you know, you're supposed to go for the victory if you can. So here, my corner is not the greatest. He has a better exit. And he actually gets, like, somehow he was so good at this turn. He always was right on top of me every time. And I want to show you one more moment in this race, because I actually at one point, like, I think it's next lap. So here we go, the fast left hand, and look at that, like he is on top of me. And because it has a slipstream, it has a better acceleration, so I defend. The only time this race, I go wide, I block it off a little bit, but then he has his hybrid system, and look at that, he just goes right next to me. So at this point I thought I lost it, but he broke, and I just managed to swing it on the inside, and oh my god, look at that, look at that. Like I had to defend from this guy, and whoosh, made it. And then the rest of the race is basically the same story. Him just not being close enough to overtake me, either by braking or with his hybrid system. And then I came home in first. I came home in first. I won! Yay! So that was my race. I have a lot of replays of races that I thought were fun. So, you know, if you ever want to watch any, just let me know. But for now, I'm done. That was 1.5 hours of racing, of looking at races for you. So, how you're not asleep yet, I don't know. But, I'm gonna lock off, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna mentally prepare for the gym. It is pull day, so deadlifts and lat pull downs, some rows and face pulls, and I don't like pull day. So bye bye. Oh, I don't think it's this Adam though. Yeah, fuck that Adam. But this Adam was nice. He has so much restraint. That Adam was a fucking cunt. What do you mean pull and push is easy? I mean push pull legs. Wait, you know what? I'm just gonna call you on WhatsApp for a bit, so we don't have this stupid 7 second delay to deal with. And I think this